I'll start with Ashi. Um, we'll go ankle lock. That makes the most sense. Just basic ankle lock. So we get to that first position, our Ashi, right? Once we're here, I want to make sure we close the door, right? My knee connects to my ankle. If I leave this a little lazy, it's easy for him to push my foot off of this, and then he hops out, and then I'm chasing. So make sure you have a strong connection here. For your control, if you focus on squeezing your knees together, it's kind of tiring and it's not that strong of a connection. So like if he tries to just pull his leg out and I'm just squeezing my knees, it already starts to come apart a little bit. So instead, stomp the hip and scissor your legs. It's a little bit of a different movement. My knee's coming this way and my foot's stomping. When I do that play, now pull your leg out. And you're using a lot less energy to stay connected, right? Because you're using your glutes and you're using bigger muscles to stay connected here. So to isolate the ankle, we can drop to our shoulder and try to chase, but then getting your hand under it's tough. There's not a lot of space. So using this strong connection, the reason I like it is I have good control over his hips. I can kind of manipulate him a little bit, right? And that gives me a little space to start to access. Now, when I get to here, I still run into that same wall, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our thumb inside the knee. I'm gonna push the knee out a little bit. And I'm gonna shrink my hips away to dig under. And as soon as I get that connection, right back in. The positioning of my arm, the higher up it is on his calf, the harder it's gonna be to finish. The lower it is on his Achilles, the easier it's gonna be to finish. So I wanna be low. We get to here. When it comes to grips, if you're a little bit more short-armed, I would just go with like a guillotine style grip and then close your elbows, like you're pinching your elbows to your body. If you have longer arms, like I do, I like to go a little deeper and I'll hit like this old-fashioned, like Kimura style grip, like here. It's preference. They're both strong. It's just going to be what you decide you want to do. So you get here, everything's tight. I close my elbows. I want to ball my body up as much as possible so that I have good extension. I start to drop down to my shoulder and then my hips do the work. And that, if I'm going with this style grip, I'm kind of rolling my wrists and pushing everything away from me to get the finish. Like that, right? And then a quick check you can do is look over your shoulder. If you can see his toes, you're too deep, like his foot's not good. But if you can't see his toes and you can feel it on the back of your lat, you could drop that lat and you can get that finish. So you can start from this position and just get used to sliding in. Boom, here, shrimp out, get this nice and deep. Come back in, roll to finish, or do your bridge and turn and look to the ground. All right, ankle lock, 1, 2.